Hello everyone, Marauders here. So today, here's a short tutorial video of how to use that file server that I wrote to copy files to your Windows Phone 7. So of course the first thing you do is to just head on over to my website and pick up the file. So we're just gonna go download the file first. Okay, download, let's save it. Open the folder. So here we have the file already. Then we extract the zip. There we go. So we have these are the files in the archive. We run the exe. Okay. Now then we have to pay attention to a few things. The first of all is it'll ask you to select the folder where all your stuff is. So just remember to pick wherever it is that all your stuff is contained in. Basically right now I'm pointing it into here, this little target folder here, which has an image, a document, and an MPEG-4 file. Okay, so after you select the folder you want to use, then you have to enter for the network port. Normally you shouldn't need to have to change it unless something it complains when you press the start service button, but you can usually leave it as what it is. Just use another number if it doesn't work. So after everything is done, press the start service. Windows Firewall will come up, and because you're actually running a web server, so you have to allow this program to run through the firewall. Now, if you know that your home network is configured and you're connected to your home wireless network, just make sure that only this private network thing is checked. If you're not sure what you're doing, you should check this as well, but I would rather you don't do that. Usually if you're at home, leaving this checkbox should be sufficient. Okay, so I'm going to allow access. Okay, so now after the web server is started, there will be a list of addresses here. There should usually only be one. If for some reason you have more than one, you should know which one is connected to your wireless network. So now that this is the setup that's required on the computer, now we bring out the phone. Let's move this aside. Of course, you have to make sure your PC is the computer that's running the server is actually connected to the wireless network as well. Let's get my phone out first. Okay, so I'm going to just open a new tab. Then let's zoom in for a clearer view. So the address that we used just now was 10.1. Oh no, it's a multi-port address, so we have to key in HTTP 10.1.1.95 colon 50124/. So this is exactly the same as what appeared here. Okay, so just make sure you have the same thing. Make sure you match the same thing. Okay, now go. Now if for some reason it takes a very long time and you don't get any response, what I recommend you to do is you should close this IE tab and open a new one, because sometimes the phone seems to have get stuck on whether or not to use the wireless or the mobile data connection for it to connect to the site. And since we are connecting to our local PC, we needed to use our wireless connection. So anyway, once you browse into the web server, you can see that the files are already in here. And to save the file to your PC, all you have to do, that means to your Windows phone, all you have to do is click on the file. For example, if I click on a PDF, now you have to first ensure that you have the adult reader installed. So it's now downloading the file. I'm going to open the PDF. Now for adult reader, all you have to do is open the file in adult reader and it will already be saved into the adult reader's file cache. So now if you go back to the adult reader, you will see that the file that we recently opened will already be in the available documents list. For Office documents like this one, now opening it is the same, but the thing here is that this file isn't currently saved into your phone locally yet. So what you have to do is you have to bring up the dot menu, save as, and then only when you click save, then only it will be saved into your hub. If not, you're basically just viewing the file and you're not actually saving it. And same thing with pictures. So you can transfer pictures if you want to by just tapping and holding on to the picture. You can say save picture and it will be saved into your pictures hub. Now what you can't do is transfer media. For example, here I have an MP4 file which is in the right format for playing in Windows Phone 7. Now while I can click on it and play, now there's no way for me to actually copy this onto the phone through this method. You can use it to view, but you can't actually save the file for future use offline. Okay, and that's it. Hope this was enough of an instructional guide so that you can use my web server, simple web server for copying files to your Windows Phone 7 device more efficiently. See you guys around.